Raday, Leavy.
Hey, Raday Leavy here. Raday's rants. So part one, we talk about dark-skinned girls. Next, we're gonna talk about these light-skinned girls. And yes, for what it's worth, light-skinned girls, I don't care how you want to see it, you are placed upon this little pedestal for whatever it's worth. It's okay. We can all admit it. Let's get it all out on the table. You don't have to be shy about it. You don't have to say, well, no, fuck it. Just own up. That's the times we live in. It is what it is. Now, when I was going, I remember, I'm still in college, but when I was, in a class, I remember we had this discussion, and before I thought it was kind of bullshit. Like, when I heard, my light-skinned brethren and sisterin talking about, their plights as a light-skinned, I didn't even think that light-skinned people, I didn't even think that y'all had plights, right? I didn't even, but after some time thinking about it, doing a little bit of research and all this other kind of good stuff, now I understand and shit, right? Because for what it's worth, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of similarities, and light-skinned people, women, what have you, go through a lot of the same shit that these dark-skinned women is. Like, for what it's worth, when, let's say that they're in a small town in, like, Wisconsin or something like that, and they're, like, the only black person, but they happen to be, like, I don't know, like 8 shades lighter than me, but they still look black. They can still be looked on as, you're the black guy, you're the nigger. Like, you are what it is. And for what it's worth, there's still a lot of that same discrimination, a lot of that same stuff. And I have noticed this where a lot of light-skinned people, they kind of go and they say, okay, well, at least I get to be around my own people. And then, a lot of us, we look at them like, well, shit, what are you talking about? And we kick them out. And, it's not right. So for what it's worth, I get it now. I understand. But at the same time, be you, right? At the same time, be you. For what it's worth, did my research. A lot of people, they are light-skinned, and it's due to a lot of it, for what it's worth, was done by rape, and a lot of all this other kind of good stuff. And, like I said, I get it. Just like they call them darky, they call them other shit, and, it is what it is, right? Plus, it's a little rough when, because like I say, I'm not going to deny the times that we live in. The times we live in say that these types of black women, these types of, especially when it comes to women, right? These types of black women are desirable, right? And it's kind of hard when, for what it's worth, now we're looking at two opposite sides of the spectrum. We have, as far as black people go, as far as it's perceived, not I'm saying as it goes, but as it's perceived, these women, no one likes them, everyone likes them, and it's tough when, people just kind of see you as light-skinned, and they don't get to see you for being a person. And, for what it's worth, I get it. It is what it is. But, for what it's worth, we're all in the same boat. Like, it doesn't matter if you were light-skinned or dark-skinned. If you go anytime in recent history, in the past 400 years, like, you know what they call light-skinned people? And you know what they call dark-skinned people? You know the term they had for both of them? Nigger. Shit didn't matter. 1/16th rule didn't matter, right? You were walking down the street and you were light complected or whatever, and all this other kind of good stuff. That shit wouldn't matter. You're black. You just are, right? A lot of this is internal problems, like divide and conquer and all this other kind of good stuff. That's how, I'll just say, we've been raised to see it, right? But like I say, for what it's worth, to other people, it really don't make that big of a difference. you know. And then we have a lot of these people a lot of these, you know, light skin or mixed breed people or whatever. I mean, understand, like, just because, you know, light skin, you're mixed, but understand that you are, how do I say it? You just more physically resemble the mixture, right? Because for what it's worth, I want to say all African Americans are mixed. We're all some form of mixture. Like, for me personally, I can tell you, I know I'm French. I know I got French in my blood. I know I have German in my blood. I know I have my grandma is complete American Indian, and so for what it's worth, I say well over 35, maybe 45% of me isn't even black. But you look down the street and, you know, you ask me what I am, and I'm not going to give you this bullshit like, well, I'm a bit German, I'm a bit French, I'm a bit man, I just sound like an asshole. Look, I'm black. If you didn't know that shit, I'm black. Same thing over here. Light skinned people, understand. Well, I'm a little bit of this, I'm a little bit of that. Honey, you're black. Like, brother, like, I get that you're part this and part that and everything like that, but on the whole, people don't see that. They just see black. Like, in a lot of this Tiger Woods stuff where he's part Asian or part black, and I tell you, like, if you did not know who the fuck Tiger Woods was and he's walking down the street and someone said, what do you think he is? That nigga black. Right? Even if you saw the eyes, you'd be like, oh, well, he probably mixed with a little, you know, mixed with some shit, but he's black. Right? I mean, that's what it is. I mean, people make snap decisions. Like, when's the last time you really looked at people and you were just like, I wonder what they're mixed with? I wonder what... No, your brain is designed to make these snap, quick decisions about who people are, what they are, and you just already have categories in your brain that says, okay, well, black, mixture or something, I really don't care, black. And then there are those that's like, okay, well, I really am intrigued, but few and far between. All right, so for what it's worth, we're all the same. We're all in the same boat. You know, like back in the day when they sicked the dogs on us, the dogs didn't say, I'm gonna bite this dark skinned ass, but I'm not gonna bite this light skinned ass. Like, you know, when they were spraying the water hoses, you know, the water didn't say, I'm gonna rip this nigga's back up because he's dark as fuck, and I'm gonna go around this person's back because they kind of resemble. Or I'm gonna put a little bit of less pressure on it. No, it's just water. It hit us all the same, right? Same thing now. It don't really matter, like, as far as your classifications go. Like, if you put African, even if you put something primarily, you know, because I know there's a lot of, you know, I'm primarily Hispanic, but I do have African American in my, like, no, they still count you as African American. You know, it don't matter. As long as you check black on any box, you are black, and that's what it is, and that's what they see you as. So, we're all the same. Dark-skinned people, stop bitching. Light-skinned people, stop bitching. It's disadvantageous for all of us to sit here still bitching about skin color when everybody fucking sees us as the same. So why not we just walk as being the same and all this other kind of good stuff. But with that, a little bit of housekeeping. Raday Leavy at my Twitter, at my Facebook. Raday all day, every day, all time, every time. With that, you'll be hearing from me soon, and I'm out.